With some college football, UNLV on its way to being the biggest show in town, and tonight taking on a very good team out of the ACC. Syracuse is 3-1. UNLV ranked for the first time ever as a Division I program. We got a great matchup coming your way in Las Vegas. Barry Odom has his team ready to go, and we are set for a battle tonight on a Friday night in Las Vegas. To welcome you into our booth, my name is Trent Rush, joined alongside by Petros Papadakis. And Petros, boy, what a big matchup for UNLV, a team that's gone through, well, a lot of chaos, maybe some turmoil. They have seemed unfazed so far.
Yeah, and in October, too, you got an ACC team coming all the way out to Allegiant to play in Las Vegas. Kind of an interesting time of year to play this one at a great gauge for both teams, but UNLV probably has their best football team ever under Barry Odom. The quarterback situation, awkward, but they have three guys they feel like can play, and they've been doing that for quite some time in the last couple years under Barry Odom. Malik Williams is their starter now, and he had a great debut last week against Fresno, and he is, like he says, driving the ship. It's a triple option, go-go offense. He's expected to run a lot, but he's a little more efficient throwing the ball, and that is where Ricky White comes in. This guy, the elite wide receiver, captain of this team, plays X, plays Z, plays in the slot. He's their best blocker. Yeah, they want to run the ball. Yes, they establish that option, but they also get the ball to Ricky White a lot. Very creative offense.
Meanwhile, no questions about who's going to be under center for Syracuse. Kyle McCord, the Ohio State transfer, is leading the nation in passing. He's got this orange offense, third best passing team in America so far, and he is really reinvigorating Syracuse football.
We saw this guy's a Buckeye for a long time, a real East Coast slinger, can make every throw. He is the jewel of all of their transfers, and Fran Brown has a few. He said, if we're a transformer, Kyle McCord is the head. And Trent, he's got a lot of weapons to get the ball to. Can't wait to see.
They like to throw the ball with Syracuse. We'll see how UNLV is able to stop that. They got a pretty good defense. We got a great game coming your way. Syracuse, UNLV, next, right here on Fox.
A little more bite, a little less bark, a little less fight, a little more.
All right, Tina.
With this program, that 13-5 record, really bringing a lot of energy to this UNLV team, and boy, consistency, blue-collar kind of program that he has built. Meanwhile, Fran Brown in year one was the defensive backs coach at Georgia, takes over this Syracuse team. He is about loyalty. He is bringing a lot of his hometown guys with him from Camden, New Jersey. We'll get into that. The opening kick is off. That's the Jesus back. It goes into the end zone. So we'll see this UNLV offense first, and they are being led by Malik Williams. And what he was able to do at Campbell, this is not some freshman that all of a sudden takes over. Sure, it's his second start at UNLV. But Malik Williams, ton of experience, great accolades, very good at Campbell. And this is a player that was with UNLV all winter, all spring, developed those relationships. And the guys seem to be rallying behind him. And
yeah,
boy,
he seems to have won over the personnel, no doubt about it. Let's see what he can do here in his second start.
First snap of the ball game. He's going to look deep. Big throw downfield. In traffic, incomplete.
Right off the bat, throws into double coverage. Clarence Lewis and Bellamy in the area. And it's just a straight-up go route. Looked like he turned the route and cut it off a little early there. Ball maybe a little bit more accurate to Bradley than Bradley showed, the way he kind of turned and backed into the route. Interesting first down call from Brennan Marion, the OC.
Trying to take a shot right away, but they're a team that likes this triple option right here as Williams keeps it himself, just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just burying with the tackle there for Syracuse. It's maybe 3rd and 10 here as the UNLV offense. We'll see the offensive line right there, and the receivers, Ricky White III, that big target. But on 3rd down, Kaleo Balangai has been a big-time target for UNLV.
Good tight end and a great slot guy in Jacob DeJesus.
Nobody in the backfield. Williams taking another shot, this time overthrows his man, was trying to get it to his bread and butter there, and Ricky White. And that's going to be a 3-and-out for UNLV.
Yeah, very interesting. This is a running offense, but they come out and they try to throw it deep early, catch the Syracuse defense, and this is their first road game off guard. They don't get it. They run the option on second down. A nice tackle by Barron. And then they try to get it to their best guy, Ricky White, overthrown. Nice start for the Orange.
Williams, the punt, he gets it off. That's Pena that's back there, is able to pick it up. Right about the 25, hit immediately. Nowhere to go. Closing speed right there to bring it in. That was Jonathan Baldwin all over on the 49-yard punt.
Not a lot of protection for you. Jonathan Baldwin, a great captain, nickel guy for the defense. No protection, like the Massive Attack album, if you don't wave that arm. It was a fair catch. Baldwin saw it, bared down on him, timed it up perfectly, and here we get a look at Kyle McCord.
As you said, P, head of the team, Kyle McCord. Boy, look at those numbers to this point. Leading the nation in passing, completions per game, 4th in touchdowns. He's got LaQuint Allen with him to his right. He's good out of the backfield as a receiver. McCord on the run, tries to get out of it, able to find his man at the 30. And that's going to be a 6-yard gain. They're on the reception. LaQuint Allen, running back. Chance to meet our offensive line. Weatherspoon, Bradford, Reed, Petrie, and Washington. A group that has spent a lot of time together. 105 career starts between them. Allen's good out of the backfield. Pena is that top target. Rondé Gadsden, a very good tight end that we'll see McCord look for as well. Here comes McCord again. This time he goes to Gadsden and is able to get across for a first down. Defense for UNLV. Manny Powell just made that last tackle for the Rebels. He brought in some transfers up front. Jackson Woodard, the linebacker, wears number 7. He's really the heart and soul of this defense, but it's the secondary that seems to be the strength of the Rebels.
Cam Oliver, a lot better this year. Jalen Catalon, the transfer from Texas. Catalon's brought a lot of juice to that backside. This is a much improved defense under Barry Odom and Mike Shearer, the coordinator. And these are defensive coaches. That's what Barry Odom's bread and butter philosophy is.
Pistol sent here. It's going to be a give to Allen, just able to get back to the line of scrimmage, hit immediately. So no gain. Woodard in the neighborhood on that tackle.
I like LaQuint Allen a lot. He does a lot. I mean, LaQuint does everything. He catches the ball. He's a really good pass protector, and they're trying to get him the ball more in the run game to sort of keep that part of their offense intact, so McCord doesn't have as much pressure on him. Some zone blitz looks early. Manny Powell blitzed twice in this first series.
There he goes out to the slot. We know that he likes to be a pass catcher as well. McCord going deep, finds his man, caught for a first down and plenty more. That's Trevor Pena. That was right there for the reception.
Pena's kind of their slot guy, and that's where he is, lined up in the slot, a bit of a cushion, and that's what McCord saw. He runs right by Catalon, well-delivered ball, and Pena is their slot guy, but he's a little bit bigger out there and longer than he appears. About 6 foot, 184, able to go up and get that ball. Nicely delivered by McCord.
31-yard pickup. Pena is the top target for McCord on this season, so now all of a sudden marching into UNLV territory are the Orange. Take the handoff, instead the toss over to Jackson Meeks, who big game last week. It's a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, it's kind of pick your poison with these Orange receivers. Jackson Meeks, the transfer from Georgia. Hatcher, their biggest target at 6'3". Pena, the slot guy we just saw make a good catch. Daryl Gill's out there, not to mention the big tight end Gadsden and LaQuint Allen. They have a ton of weapons. Jackson Meeks, really good game last week. Made a lot of very tough catches in space.
ACC Offensive Player of the Week, now 7-5. You don't see this often, but under center is Kyle McCord now. And he's going to give it to Allen, who's got nowhere to go. Coming up to make that tackle, Charles Correa. Correa into the lineup now, getting a start for Marcel McDuffie, who's been out, makes a nice play.
Kind of spilled out to Correa there. You see Syracuse getting into a heavy lineup and trying to run the ball, trying to create a little bit of attitude with their run game. Create some grit and get some push, and didn't work out that time. UNLV's been very stingy as far as getting pushed off the ball and pushing people off the ball this season, and they've played 2 Power 4s already and beat them.
Syracuse been excellent on 3rd down on the season. It's a 3rd and 4 here, 7th play of the drive. That's McCord looking to his right, delivers over the middle, finds Gadsden. He's got the first down, and Q's keep marching. 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, they're trying to change the look. Another zone blitz there to try to confuse McCord. Problem is the zone player doesn't get there before Gadsden. He was wide open. K-Mac not even in the vicinity to make a play on the ball, and McCord saw it right away, and that's why they're good on third down. They have a very, very smart quarterback.
Gadsden already with a couple of receptions on this drive. It has been a point of emphasis for them to try to get him the ball more. McCord has really spread it out. I know Gadsden was such a good receiver for him last year, looking for it more. He gets it again. Third catch of the drive is a gain of 7.
When you think about it, last year at this time, McCord was throwing to Marvin Harrison at Ohio State. And none of these Syracuse guys are as talented as Harrison, but look at what Gadsden's been able to do. He has built a lot of trust really quick with his new receivers, and they got a lot of weapons.
And already as many catches on this drive as he's had in the last 2 games combined.
They still want to establish that run game and be able to grit their teeth a little bit more when they need it, but they've been so good on third down, and these short down situations in second down make it really easy for your play call. Jeff Nixon.
Very efficient drive so far from McCord. He was going to roll out to his left. Shovel pass is through. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, Quint Allen bulldozing his way through after a shovel.
Well, it looked like he could have just handed it to him, and he would have had a hole there because Antonio Doyle took a little bit of a weird route and didn't set the edge. So McCord kind of realizes that. No one is on Allen at all, and whether that shovel was called before or not, both players able to see it and convert. Great red zone efficiency by the Orange.
Play after is good. 7-0 Syracuse. Well, Quint Allen into the end zone for the 3rd time this season. Kyle McCord able to find him. It's a run, but when you throw the ball like that, pretty good way to start.
Yeah, and they kind of want to introduce their different guys that UNLV's defense that's played very well this year is going to have to worry about. Meeks and Pena and Gadsden and Allen. Those guys all ate pretty well there, not to mention the touchdown on the shovel.
Exactly what Fran Brown and his staff had in mind, and now UNLV likes to run it as the kick went through the end zone. Trying to come back now down a score and going back to Hajj Malik Williams. You can make the case, and Barry Odom did with us earlier this week, this may be the toughest test UNLV's faced so far.
They do feel that way because they're getting better and better, and the expectations are becoming more and more as they think about the college football playoff. And around this time of year, usually you're already into conference play.
This time of give, they go to Devin Green before Deion Tank Wilson was there after a 4-yard gain.
And they're going to want to get more into their ball control style of offense, establish that run game first, try to get the Syracuse linebackers who are very active, frozen, and then maybe go back to Ricky White like they did in the first.
It's Green again back there, but this time a pass and it gets through. That's DeJesus. He gets past the 45 for a 1st down and so. As the Rebels look to respond.
Well, a good gain on 1st down gives you the ability to be a little bit more creative on 2nd down, creates a cushion for DeJesus, only 5'7". Nobody offered this guy but UNLV, and he's been great.
Now in reverse, they go the other way to Casey Kane, sheds a tackle, gets across midfield, stays on his feet to the 48. For Fadil Diggs, able to take him down.
And they can do a lot of really cool looking stuff. That's their triple option, but instead of running to the left, they bring Kane all the way back to the right. Really good looking play and efficiently run, but not a bad game. UNLV's got it going now offensively, it seems.
Efficiency has been the key phrase for Hajj Malik Williams so far. Now a pass over the left side. That's to Damian McDaniel who gets that 1st down. Check that. And the catch was DeJesus. And DeJesus able to pick it up after 5.
That's McDonald, Derek McDonald, the middle linebacker leader who tackled DeJesus right there. McDonald is the leading tackler on the team, slices into the backfield. These guys can really run sideline to sideline, and they play with passion.
Fran Brown really positive about his leadership ability, how that's been developed, being around Marlo Wax, who's been injured most this year, kind of all-everything guy as the swing pass goes to Jesus for 5 more yards. Elijah Clark there for the tackle.
And if they can throw it short to DeJesus and let him run, that's pretty good for UNLV. They're not getting the physicality, the push on the offensive line to wear Syracuse out, but they've been running the ball a little better on this drive. Haven't really taken it to the interior very much. Here we go.
Jet Thomas on the give, bursts through the seams, and is able to get the first down, but a flag on the field. We'll see where this one is at. UNLV runs a bevy of tailbacks. Jaden Thomas among them.
Kylan James is the big guy, 6 foot, 225, senior transfer from Central Arkansas. Jet Thomas is the young guy, but kind of the starter, just a sophomore. Another guy who wasn't offered by anybody. Him and DeJesus have been some of the faces of Barry Odom's great success.
And what a job he has done. Came over from Missouri. Is on the
conduct. Offense number 1. 15-yard penalty. Replay second down.
It's on Kane.
That's a big setback right there with a lot of momentum for this Rebel offense. An unsportsmanlike by Casey Kane, junior from New Orleans.
Yeah, and one of the staples of this UNLV team under Barry Odom and their success has been discipline and trust and playing for each other. A little bit uncharacteristic after a really positive game from Jet Thomas. See if they can overcome that. Not easy.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 20. Push them to the other side of midfield. Trying to get a play. And it looks like UNLV is going to need a timeout. So a little out of sorts is this Rebel offense. They were trying to figure it out with Williams there deep in the clock. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we return, see how UNLV gets out of this. 2nd and 20 coming up. Syracuse up a touchdown. And was hit with his 15-yard line.
What happened, Mike?
And really what you have here is you have the intent to deceive on a substitution. He acted like he was going off the field. We call it the hideout play at some point. We used to call it that. But you can't use a player in deception like that and run him to the sideline and stop. That's like an automatic 15-yard penalty.
Bad snap gets away. Malik Williams goes chasing after it, able to get rid of it in time.
Oh, heads-up play to get rid of it. Wow. I mean, that's 20 yards even on a punt, you know, just for posterity's sake. This has gone from bad to worse for the Rebels. Haas airmails that snap. Great job by Williams just picking it up and getting rid of it.
Not an ideal situation, to say the least, for UNLV, but if not for Williams, that would have been a whole lot worse. It's Thomas back to his right. Out of the shotgun, Malik Williams, needing 20 yards for a first. On the run, closing in. He sheds one tackle, but not another, but a flag on the field. It was Fadil Diggs who was able to bring him down.
Diggs has been a great force on the edge for this Syracuse defense.
Diggs, who was a starter and captain at Texas A&M, goes to the sideline after making the play. At the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense number 70. Penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
So Syracuse gets the stop. They like to just keep the momentum on their side. Boy, for UNLV, they really had their offense rolling. Boy, the breaks came quick.
Yeah, Barry Odom's team, they're going to look at that first series and say that they might have missed an opportunity there with Bradley, the receiver, kind of cutting his route short. The 2 penalties and the errant snap, that's what killed this streak.
Back for it is Pena. He was able to pick it up at the 12-yard line. A 42-yard punt, but that's where Syracuse will take over.
Oh,
good look at Las Vegas.
They're not turning that thing orange tonight, even if Syracuse wins. Trust me.
Waste $1,000 camera for only $41 on DealDash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for 26 bucks.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Boy, we told you Kyle McCord can sling it for the Qs. Can't ask for a much better start than that. 7 for 7, 73 yards in his first drive.
Hey, look at the company that he's keeping here in this early part of the season. All guys that are lighting it up from behind the line of scrimmage. McCord is no different. They're happy to have him in Syracuse.
Spreading the love as well. 4 different targets. Hit Gadsden 3 times as tight end. He's going to go back to the air. This time able to find running back in Allen for another catch out of the backfield. Quinn Allen Jr.
Mike Shearer, the D coordinator, is working overtime here, Trent. Really trying to confuse and change the picture for Kyle McCord. They lined up about 7 guys on the line of scrimmage there and then dropped 3 of them. But McCord doesn't seem phased. He's very much in tune with where he wants the ball and delivering efficiently. There's Mike Shearer, the excellent defensive coordinator for the Rebels.
One of the great young minds of all the coordinators, 30 years old, has been with Odom from their days in Missouri together. And has been with him every step of the way since. And I know that Shearer is going to be a candidate for some coaching jobs, especially with this start. Meanwhile, there's LaQuint Adams just driving the legs for a 4-yard gain in the first.
And that's exactly what they want. He gets there behind Petrie and sort of throttles down near the line of scrimmage, uses his eyes and gets a good little push. And they need more and more of that to make them a more efficient offense. If they could get 4 or 5 yards a pop consistently from Allen when they run traditional run plays, things are going to really open up for Kyle McCord in this offense. Cuse fans are excited about this quarterback. They haven't felt this way since McNabb was running around back there.
This time a play action. McCord looking deep, goes over the middle, finds his man Gadsden. Gadsden to the 40, and he is brought out of bounds by Tony Grimes. What a pickup right there, 40-yard gain.
Just so comfortable. Gadsden is coming from the tight end position on the right next to the tackle, and just runs a bit of a crossing route, and he's just a mismatch for Jackson Woodard, the captain and the heart of this UNLV defense. Easy throw from McCord to Reed. Gadsden just running by himself through the middle of the field.
4 catches, 59 yards already. Syracuse's lone loss came out home against Stanford. Gadsden had just 2 catches, 12 yards in that game. Maybe a reason why their offense a little limited there against the Cardinal. Back over the middle, another reception. That's a 6-yard gain back to LaQuint Allen. And boy, Kyle McCord hasn't missed yet.
Yeah, he's been perfect, and it helps to have an outlet guy like LaQuint Allen, who came into the game the leading receiver on the team. It's hard to believe with Gadsden and Pena and Meeks, guys like that running around, but that's the truth. He has got it going right now, and UNLV trying to confuse him with a bunch of looks. Seems like they're confusing themselves and not getting pressure on the quarterback.
Corda, 64% completion rate coming into this game. Now is 11 for 11. That time going to the backup tight end in Tampa Larry. Forgive me, that's Darrell Gill Jr. on the reception.
Well, they just ran a couple of stop routes, and he had a short one and a long one. Gill was the longer one. This is a guy with a lot of confidence in his arm, and he makes that throw, and you see the huffing and puffing from the UNLV defense. Jackson Woodard trying to inspire these guys, but they've been pushed around now on 2 drives.
McCord gives to Allen. Allen through the middle was able to pick up 9. And LaQuint Allen, they talk about trying to get that run game going. Well, Allen taking that to heart so far here tonight.
Huge part of this offense, and just seems to be the efficient guy that they need in the moment. And if you look at the quarterback, he's been perfect. There's nothing they're doing that's not efficient.
And they go back to Allen, and another first down for Syracuse before Jet Elad able to bring him in.
Elad tackling him low, taking out his motors, but that doesn't change the fact that Syracuse has really stepped up and around their new head coach, Fran Brown. A lot of people didn't know what they would be like on the road, their first road game, new coach. They're answering a lot of questions here in the first quarter in Vegas.
You've seen Willis in the backfield now for Kyle McCord. 8th play of the drive coming up. In the final minute of the first quarter, they go to Willis. The play action fake, and he's just able to get rid of it. Did it well, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. His first incompletion of the game.
And that's exactly what you want from your quarterback. You don't want him, and he's got the kind of arm and the kind of ability, and we've seen it in the past where, well, he might force it in there. And in that situation, the play action fake did not work out. There was pressure on him. He was out of the pocket. Very, very smart to get rid of it. Live to fight another day. Offensively, Syracuse has been very, very strong early, as you see Coach Brown from the sideline.
Mature play for the former Buckeye. He does have 5 interceptions on the season. McCord gets rid of it quickly through the middle. And there is a late flag at the end of that play. Jonathan Baldwin was all over Aronde Gadsden. Looks like that's going to be the call there.
Throw was behind, though.
Pass interference. Defense number 3.
There it is.
Ball be placed at the spot of the foul.
See what he does early.
First down.
Yeah, he's got hands on him early, but it didn't really look like he was so impaired when he came out of his break. The ball was behind. Gadsden just creates a mismatch physically, 6'5", 236, so a guy like Baldwin at nickel, 6'1", 200 is going to put his hands on him. I didn't think that was violent enough to draw the flag, plus the throw was behind.
So 1st and goal now for Syracuse. Back to Allen. Allen pushing through. Stop to the line. No, he gets in. Syracuse touchdown. They go up 2 scores. 13-0. LaQuint Allen in for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, it looks like Alualu Tuiolamotu, who got dragged into the end zone along with the football and half of Syracuse's offensive line and their big short yardage tight end, Max Mang from Berlin. Just a massive humanity, and that's what Syracuse wanted to do a little bit more, impose their will physically with their experienced offensive line, and they're doing it against a very well-proven UNLV defense early in this game.
Jade knows PAT is good. 14-0. How about LaQuint Allen? Strength for the Orange in Vegas so far tonight. Bryce Harper and the Phillies, 3:30 Eastern, then at 8, Shohei Ohtani makes his postseason debut as the Dodgers take on the Padres. It all begins tomorrow on Fox and FS1, the exclusive home of the NLDS. A couple of good series there. Speaking of good series, how about the first 2 for Syracuse? The last one, 9 plays, 87 yards. DeJesus back to return for UNLV on this kick, and you can't ask for a much better start than what Syracuse has done so far. A lot for UNLV to try to figure out defensively.
They have come in with a plan. UNLV carved up by the Orange, and that's how they started the game offensively. UNLV trying to go deep, a little bit of a miscommunication on the route. Option couldn't get going with Haas Malik Williams. Makes a heads-up play there after the bad snap from Haas, but there he is, Brennan Marion, one of the great young offensive minds in college football. The author of the go-go offense, this triple option spread look. Having a tough time early.
Hasn't been a whole lot of go to that go-go so far, as Greg Burrell was brought down after a gain of 1. Brennan Marion, who came from Texas, was very good with Steve Sarkisian, the architect that go-go, spent some time as the offensive coordinator at Howard. In fact, when he was at Howard, that team was a 45-point underdog against UNLV, won that game against UNLV in 2017, and now here he is leading the Rebels. Play action, Haas Malik Williams going to his left, trying to scramble out of some trouble, and he gets the first down.
That's what you need from Williams if you're UNLV. You're having a hard time generating consistent offense. He leaks out, finds a way to find an open field, and UNLV with a fresh set of downs when we start again.
14-0 Syracuse. The Orange making a statement in Sin City so far. All Syracuse early on.
For only $56.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can.
An impact right away, a 14-0 lead. Look at those first half numbers. Not pretty for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of night. A couple of drives that they've gone backwards. They seem like they had it going a little bit on their second drive as we check out Brendan Marion, the author of the Go-Go offense. If you don't know, he's got it on his neck on the chain. It says Go-Go.
Can't miss it. Diggs chasing and then coming in to hit a hammer right there was Elijah Clark, stopping Jet Thomas in his tracks.
UNLV with the first down right before the quarter. Now they're trying to get it to Jet Thomas, their most impactful back, and just on the run through on the backside, getting him when he throttles down is Diggs. That's an active player.
Malik Williams able to find Thomas. This time on the outside. He was brought down to the 40 after a gain of 5. You know, let's also not forget for this UNLV team as they come up on third down here, their first 2 drives last week against Fresno State, both were punts, and then they ended up scoring 59 points. So maybe trying to figure out how to start a little quicker with the Rebels.
Yeah, Fresno State, a little bit more trouble against that UNLV defense, right? They were a little shocked by how much that defense improved last year. Syracuse offensively doesn't look like they're missing anything right now. And UNLV might need just to score here to keep up, but no doubt they started slow last week here.
UNLV has struggled on third down on the season, and get this one this time. Who else? Ricky White III, the team captain for a first.
Yeah, that's where you got to go to get the ball to get that first down. You got to find a way to keep it, get it to your best player, the captain. Ricky White, a guy that started his career at Michigan State, inexplicably has become an elite receiver.
And now through the middle and going is Jet. Jet with a blast off past the 20 to the 10. He's brought down, and now UNLV is right back in business.
Ricky White, an elite receiver in an option offense. Here is just the dive part, straight down the middle. A nice wall-off block from Balingai. And Jaden Thomas, one of the fastest guys around, Goat Walker candidate,
First down.
with a beautiful run.
And then a penalty after the play, a gain of 42 yards for Jaden Thomas, who scored 12 touchdowns last year as a freshman, the most of any freshman in college football, and that's going to move the Rebels even closer after that flag.
Biggest moment for UNLV, and it came right after a great conversion from Ricky White. He takes a big hit. You see the face mask call there in the corner. And then they run a little pace, get it to Jet, and suddenly this doesn't seem like such a one-sided game anymore. They got the big fullback out there.
Welcome Christian Moore. The give goes to Bull, and he is stopped short of the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's tough for Christian Moore to come in and do that, to cut a guy down right at the line of scrimmage, a fullback position. I don't think that's enough to get a guy like Devin Grant down. You've got to drive that guy off the ball.
Derek McDonald came up to make that tackle, so second and goal. It's Devin Green back there right now for Malik Williams.
We've seen all 4 backs carry the ball early in this game for UNLV.
They mix it up, trying to find the hot hand. Williams will pass to the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Kaleo Balingai makes the reception, his second touchdown of the season.
Kind of a jump pass here, off the fake to Green, and he does jump. He could jump over maybe like a little bit of a phone book with that jump, but he is able to get up over the line of scrimmage. Nice air on the ball, and Balingai able to snatch it over Devin Grant, who's also 6'4", big guy, 6'7" versus 6'4", a couple of trees back there.
Had to go get over Fidel Diggs with that Petros Papadakis leaping ability right there. Good stuff. Balingai able to make the reception in the end zone. Touchdown UNLV, but it all happens because of this play right here with Jaden Thomas picking up 42.
All right, let's run that again.
Geico has fast fare claims 24/7 right on the Geico.
Syracuse leading, but the Rebels with an important scoring drive right there. Here comes the kick that is playable. Back to take it, but not a whole lot of room on where to go. A stop right there. You've seen Willis with the reception, but Kyle McCord, he's got a long way to go, but boy, he's been good so far.
You know, they haven't had a lot of pressure on him. They're trying a bunch of zone blitz looks to confuse him, but it's really been the opposite. They got the run game going a little bit on that second drive with LaQuint Allen, needing the play action work better. Really impressed with Gadsden, the tight end. He's been a great target, but for lack of a better way to describe it, McCord has made it look easy early in this game. We'll see if UNLV can make it a little tougher after that scoring drive and some momentum.
There he is from the pistol. The give goes to LaQuint Allen, his 11th touch here in this ball game. And a gain of 7 has him at 56 yards, 2 touchdowns already. If the point of emphasis coming in the week is establish the run, they're doing it.
They've done it. It started on the second drive, and that's a bad sign if you're a UNLV Rebel fan, because if they can get 7 yards there easily with basic zone running or their base run scheme, it's going to be very tough to stop that guy, McCord, from throwing the ball and being relatively clean while he does it.
The Syracuse offense has been pretty good, even when it's relatively one-dimensional. Now you get Allen going, but he's stopped there. A big-time tackle by Jackson Woodard, team captain and heart of the defense. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's what you need to happen. Somebody to put their foot down. Woodard got dragged a little bit on that last run for 7 yards. This time he steps up, knifes in, gets to Allen, and creates this 3rd down situation. And now maybe the crowd here in Vegas can create a bit of adversity for Syracuse. Kyle's not seen a lot so far.
Just the second 3rd down tonight for the Orange, though that hasn't phased him on the season. One of the 10 best on 3rd down in America. That's Pena in motion. Seen Willis to the right. Kyle McCord. Pump fake. Looks to his left. That's time. Now he's going to test out the wheels. He's got a 1st down. Kyle McCord still going. And he stepped out of bounds. Okay. Everybody stopped. He just hit that sideline right there. He was ready to get in the end zone.
Yeah, and this was a good play by UNLV. They bring only 4, lining up 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. They confuse McCord. He doesn't have the receiver he wanted. Woodard bringing pressure. And there you see where he steps out of bounds. Yeah, the second time, yeah. So good call by the official to stop the play, but you do everything right. You confuse the guy, nobody's available, you get a little pressure. And even though he's not known for his legs, he can slip out and make it happen, and he does it there. Fresh set it down to the Orange.
So another 3rd down conversion for Syracuse. Now they go to the middle, and that's going to be broken up. Intended target there was Gill. Good job closing in Cam Oliver.
Yeah, they move McCord and try to get him to look at the tight end. Running with him in the flat, he comes back to the stop route and just not there. A little bit quicker to the ball. Rebel defense on that one. It feels like they're finding a little bit more confidence, but man, this is a tough offense to defend. They have so many places they can hurt you.
Trips to the left. That's Allen in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Jet sweep fake. Now the pass goes to Pena. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down immediately. Jonathan Baldwin there for the stop.
Baldwin, one of their better blitzers. Really one of the best open field tacklers on that team, and it doesn't get more open field than that. He closes in on Pena, and right in the middle of Pena's move, he ends that journey. UNLV with a little bit of momentum here defensively. Big 3rd down.
3rd and 10 here for McCord. What's to the left? Incomplete. UNLV gets the stop. Darrell Gill was the target, but that was Tony Grimes in coverage, and nowhere to go from McCord, 4th down.
That would have been the second catch for Gill, the second time they've targeted him. Trying to get him an out route, more traditional rush by UNLV. That ball comes out right on time for McCord, but maybe a little bit of a missed time on the route. Either way, he missed him. Big shot in the arm for the Rebels.
First punt of the day for Syracuse. Back to return is DeJesus, an All-American kick returner. Fields it at the 21, has a little bit of room, gets through, breaks one tackle, breaks another, now to the 40, and excellent field position coming up for the Rebels. 22-yard gain on that return for Jacob DeJesus, and now you're starting to see UNLV spark. To take the red shirt, he's out of the program. Becomes a national story. Meanwhile, conference realignment has dominated the headlines. UNLV a big part of that. They signed a 6-year deal to stay in the Mountain West Conference. And then, oh yeah, they blow out Fresno State, one of the league rivals. And now they end up ranked for the first time since they've been a D1 program. What a week for UNLV. And now here's Malik Williams. Good field position over the middle, finds Ricky White the third, who's still going. White past the 30, White to the 20, to the 10, tripped up at the 3. What a gain right there for UNLV, 53 yards to Ricky White.
You see the smile on Ricky's face. That's the go in the go-go offense. Beautiful fake to the running back, Devin Green. Perfectly delivered by Malik Williams, who just started his first game for the Rebels last week. We just talked about the crazy story. Maybe not the wildest week anybody's ever had in Las Vegas, Trent, but pretty wild for UNLV football. And Ricky White down to the 1, getting their best player involved. And this game has changed. UNLV getting a lot of people's attention on this drive.
And now the Rebel faithful, who have been dying for this program to be nationally relevant for a long time. You really got to go back to '84 with Randall Cunningham the last time they had something like this, but it looks like there's a Syracuse player down. That's Jaden Bellamy.
Oh, they need him.
A very important player for Syracuse. So with the injury, we're going to step aside for a moment. 14-7 Syracuse.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm.
Syracuse defense gets injured on the last play, comes off, and now UNLV deep inside Syracuse territory. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And can tie it here on this drive. It's Malik Williams. Back with him is Devin Green. Snap gets away. Williams picks it up. Now he's going to tuck it and go. Malik Williams drives in. Touchdown, UNLV.
Well, it's the second bad snap of the half for Jake Hawes, the center, and it doesn't matter. Williams gets that right hand on it, goes up to get it, and kind of catches Diggs in a tough situation because that's not where the play was being blocked, so it becomes a broken play. Very awkward for everybody. Williams does not beat everybody to the pylon, but pushes Elijah Clark right into the end zone. What a great individual effort by the quarterback in his second start ever here in UNLV.
Caden Chittenden, the kicker, here to tie it for UNLV, does just that. He converts the extra point. Hey, when they call your number at UNLV, you got to be able to step up and rise to the occasion. And boy, so far they have. They go through the middle to White for 53 and then punch it in, making something of nothing. Malik Williams.
This is an election year unlike any other.
That's why you need America's #1 most watched news source. Stay with us.
All the way to election night.
The candidates
Are ready.
Americans across the country are ready.
And so are we.
Democracy 24.
Your freedom, your vote.
Fox News.
America is watching.
Well, Syracuse with the first 2 scores tonight, but UNLV has answered with 14 unanswered. We are all square here in the second quarter. Allegiant Stadium to cite for Syracuse, and number 25, UNLV. And now the Qs will turn to Kyle McCord to try to get this offense back rolling again.
Trying to get a little pumped up here at Allegiant. UNLV fans really happy about what this team has been doing and how they've been doing it. A little slow start, like you mentioned, but they had a slow start versus Fresno State last week and came right back, and they've done it here. Can McCord restore order for the Orange offense? They were forced off the field. Let's see if they can get a couple first downs and put the fear back into that UNLV D.
Pena's in motion. Here's McCord looking over to him, gets him on the swing pass to the right side, gets a block, and then gets brought down by Malik Chavis.
Nice job out there by Yasim Willis and Hatcher. A convoy of blockers physically getting out there and blocking for Pena. Look at that, everybody moving. UNLV trying to force their way up the field and make some stops, and Catalan ends up cleaning them up along with Chavis.
That's Willis, the freshman, with that. Nice delivery.
Big,
right
strong
there.
guy, 6'1", 230.
Pass through traffic is good to Jackson Meeks, who he hit 10 times last week, a 5-yard gain and a first down. 3 guys around him, no problem.
And that's one of the things you can do with a Kyle McCord. You have a short yardage situation, but you can use precision passing. That doesn't take a lot of physicality out of the defense, but you can precisely pass your way to a first down if your quarterback's that good. And that's what McCord just did there for Meeks. Only Meeks was going to be able to catch that ball right at the sticks.
Little pistol set. This time a give, it goes to LaQuinn Allen, who's already scored twice in this game. Nowhere to go. He's brought down by Manny Powell, but a flag on the play.
Manny Powell's been active in this game. That was a really good open field tackle against a great back.
Offense number 50, 10-yard penalty, first down.
And a holding penalty on the center.
This UNLV linebacking core, about leadership, toughness. It's a standard set by Jackson Woodard, but Manny Powell, when you watch tape of this team, I think kind of jumps off. He has been very good, a transfer from Arkansas. First and 20 now for Kyle McCord. McCord looking to the right side, check down, incomplete. Tried to get it to his tailback, Willis. Second down coming up.
And that penalty, not to mention the beautiful open field tackle, which was negated, that's taken some air out of the Orange offense for the second drive in a row. You see the rushing yards, a lot of that, the long run from Jet Thomas. Passing yards, well, that makes sense with McCord out there. But things have really evened up when they didn't look that way early in this game.
So Kyle McCord, who completed each of his first 11 passes, is now 3 for his last 7 and is facing a 2nd and 20 here. And this is looking like it could be a delay game.
Offense, 5-yard penalty at second down.
So pushing back 5 more.
Yeah, really out of sorts now. That very difficult for them to kind of overcome the penalty. You see Coach Brown trying to figure out the logistics of it, wondering why they got a delay game penalty in that moment.
A first-year head coach has brought in guys that he's extremely comfortable with.
I was really impressed with this guy. Fran Brown really seems to have a great vision for what's happening.
McCord downfield, dangerous pass, was trying to get it to Pena. Manny Powell was there. We saw Doyle in the neighborhood, Jonathan Baldwin.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Powell. That's kind of what happens in these situations. He's not looking for that linebacker, and you see Powell make a really good drop and get his arms up and really sort of hamper that throw at the very end there. Was already double coverage, became triple coverage, and sometimes when you got a slinger like that, he throws it places it's not supposed to go. 3rd and long. UNLV way back at the sticks to defend.
Kyle McCord, no trouble rolling the dice. He'll do so in Vegas right now. 3rd and 25. Pressure is on. He gets rid of it in time, but coming up for the stop, Fisher K-Mac is all over.
First time the UNLV's really got any kind of pressure on McCord to where he takes a hit, and this is a big hit. K-Mac right on his back. Incomplete pass, but really because of the pressure, he goes right through Weatherspoon. And UNLV's defense, new confidence in the second quarter.
UNLV blocked a punt for a touchdown last week against Fresno State, and this is nearly stopped again, brought down at the 9-yard line. There for the stop, Jet Elad all over the punter Jack Stonehouse.
Special teams, huge part of what UNLV does. That's Ricky White, who comes in and almost makes the play to block it. Stonehouse knows that White is going to take that ball right off of his foot, so he tucks it and tries to run and maybe do a rugby kick. No way. And you notice some of the great UNLV players are out there. Jet Elad, a starter on defense. Ricky White, a starter on offense, out there in the punt return, punt block, putting pressure on your opponent. That's a Barry Odom signature type of move, and now UNLV in business in the red zone.
2 weeks in a row, that punt block unit has worked out well. They go to Jaden Thomas, and Jet is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage by Deuce Chestnut.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a block on the punt that the punt was never even attempted. That's how quickly Ricky White was in the backfield. He just tucked it and was never able to get it off, and UNLV with an opportunity here.
Fidel
really
Diggs
flip things, yeah.
Fidel Diggs on that last tackle as well. But, well, you're right. How about Ricky White? If it's not enough what he does on offense, lending a hand on special teams, he does it all.
They told us about that. You know, they also say he's the best blocker on the team. This guy does everything.
2 backs for Malik Williams. He'll throw right side, one-on-one, got him. Touchdown, Casey Kane. UNLV, 3 straight scores and a celebration in the end zone at Allegiant.
It's Kane. Now first he looks over to the left for Ricky White, which creates really that one-on-one situation. Kane versus Clarence Lewis, and the kid out of New Orleans, transfer from Texas, 6'3", 200. Had some good moments here in the first half as his biggest moment. And how about Malik Williams? Beautifully accurate ball. UNLV doesn't look like they are behind the 8 ball anymore.
Life comes at you fast if you're Syracuse. UNLV 3 touchdowns on their last 5 plays. And they are scoring in a hurry. Starts with the defense, 21 unanswered.
And, you know, that's part of this program under Barry Odom. Starting out slow is okay. These are guys that understand each other. They have faith in each other. They have belief in each other. And that's a big part of football, overcoming adversity. And that's a big part of turning a program that's been downtrodden for so long around. And that's exactly what that coach, Barry Odom, has done here in Las Vegas. This is becoming a bigger story than anybody anticipated, and we'll see if Syracuse can come back and respond to the punch that they've taken in the face here down the stretch in the first half.
Fran Brown leading this ACC program after scoring twice on their first 2 drives. Syracuse has given up 3 straight scores to UNLV, and boy, this game has changed in a hurry with 5:57 to go in the second half. We know that unit is very good for UNLV. Last week, this is what really changed the game around early on.
Yeah, taking it right off the foot. That time they actually blocked it. Ricky White with the scoop and score. Fresno State usually very good special teams units. And this time Ricky White comes flying in. Elad cleans up Stonehouse. Such a great punt block that the punt was never blocked. You know, it's intimidating when you get back there and you're actually there and you see that punter's going to kick it. You might kick your head clean off. You know, it's not easy to get the ball off the foot. Ricky White was there so fast, the ball was never kicked.
McCord on the rollout is able to find Allen, who gets across the 30, and he ends up picking up a first down. So a fresh set of downs coming up on a 10-yard gain for the Quinn Allen as McCord right back at him, trying to pick up the orange offensively as a leader of this team.
Trying to use a little tempo here, get some momentum back.
McCord now rolling to his left. That's a tough throw, but he gets through to Trevor Pena for a first down and then a flag at the end of the play. See if this one ends up coming back. It's in the backfield.
He had Pena and Meeks in the scramble drill, but Pena was the one he seemed to be on the same page with.
An eligible player downfield. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Second penalty in 2 series on Jean-Ray Reed. That's because the timing of the play got screwed up. That ball was supposed to be out a lot sooner. They had a screen on where the center was supposed to release. And you'll see the center here. And watch him. Figures the ball will be out at that point, so he releases to block Woodard, but the ball never came out. That'll get you the penalty on the mistimed play.
Talon in motion from right to left. McCord over the middle, back to Pena. He picks up a couple, but nowhere to go. Closing in is Jet Elam, the senior from Canada. 3-yard gain.
And that's what UNLV's been doing better down the stretch here in the first half is open field tackling. We've seen him make some plays in the open field and really limit the damage after the catch is made. And Elam did a great job that time coming up and making the play.
2nd and 12 for McCord. Back over to the right. Back to Pena. That has been the option A for Kyle McCord. It's going to bring up 3rd down just shy of the sticks.
That puts them in a great situation. You're going to see Jonathan Baldwin, number 3, just a little late coming over the top to make that play because he took a bad route, and that's what creates that couple yards of cushion, just enough for Pena to sneak through and create a much more manageable 3rd down. A big play for Syracuse to stay on the field. I think their defense is getting tired.
4 minutes to go here in the first half. Syracuse trying to get some momentum back. And they're going to get it to Allen, who gets that first down. Not much more. Jalen Catalon is all over him, but a 6-yard gain moves the markers.
Catalon going out and getting him. That's one of those live bodies here in the secondary. You're going to see him take off. He's so fast he ran out of the circle and gets to the feet of Allen, but not before his first down.
Launching to the right, just throws it away. Good coverage downfield by that UNLV secondary, which really is a strength for that defense.
We've seen more of that good decision-making, Trent, than we have the trying to throw it through guys because you have that much confidence in your arm. And from Kyle McCord, I feel like he's playing within the offense. Problem is this UNLV D has really come to life. And their special teams. This is a big moment for Syracuse to try to stay on the field. Get some points or get some first downs, restore some order, and keep UNLV frightened of this offense.
McCord on 2nd and 10, rolls to the right, pump fakes, now goes through the hands and incomplete Jackson Meeks. There to try to bail him out was Gill, but he's out of bounds.
Really well-designed play to get McCord on the run to the right, and he had the throw. It was perfectly delivered right into the hands of Jackson Meeks. He's got to stretch a little bit for that, but he's got to make that play. Creates another 3rd down situation and long.
Meeks was at Georgia, part of 2 national championships. Syracuse 3rd and 5, and 3 and 5 so far on 3rd down. It's a 3rd and 10 here. It's Allen in the backfield. McCord over the middle, has his man open is Gadsden, who was the top target on the opening drive at 3 receptions that time, a 15-yard gain on 3rd and 10.
That guy there for you on 3rd and long, and McCord able to convert it. It looked like Malik Chavis, just got caught on the route. That's how good of a route runner Gadsden is. I thought that maybe he had a miscommunication and went the wrong way. No, he just was that fast out of his break, and the ball was there that quickly. Fine anticipation by Kyle McCord.
2 years ago, Gadsden had more receiving yards than any other tight end in the country. Kurt Marshall last year, and now is back for the Syracuse offense. And That time they were trying to find Dan Valeri, his backup, but it's incomplete. Swarming Rebel defense all over.
Valeri also a very tall guy, and he's a little bit behind Woodard, and Woodard does a great job of not interfering there. You know, he didn't get his head around, but he also didn't interfere. If he had done anything more, that flag might have come out. A great job by a very aggressive player of kind of holding back there. Jackson Woodard, the Mike linebacker.
Woodard, an elite competitor, says winning is everything in my life. It's all I care about. It's an obsession.
Timeout. Syracuse, their first. 30 seconds.
At a certain point, he might want to expand his horizons, but he's doing a great job.
He's just in college.
Love watching him play. Came from Arkansas, walk-on guy, kind of embodies everything about Barry Odom's program. That's good.
Big relationship with Michael Shear that goes way back. Speaking of big, how about tomorrow? Start your Saturday strong. Big noon Saturday. UCLA rolls into Happy Valley to take on Drew Aller and the number 7 Penn State Nittany Lions. It all starts at 10 with the best pregame party in football. Then UCLA Penn State at noon on Fox.
I don't know when it's going to get easier for UCLA. Jeez. Every game is harder and harder. Tough trip.
Sean Foster, year 1. There's Michael Shear, defensive coordinator for UNLV. Spent so many years with Barry Odom. In fact, that's all he's been with at the college football level. And maybe Jackson Woodard having a similar relationship with Shear. This is going to be a handoff over to Allen. Allen gets through a tackle, stays up, gets the first down. Boy, his motor just does not stop.
And he was able to get by Jackson Woodard right out there on the left side edge. You're going to see it. Woodard's going to step up and just cannot get there quick enough past Weatherspoon to make that tackle. Cat-like jump to the outside by LaQuint Allen. He doesn't, I mean, he's fast, but he doesn't look as fast as he's really going. That guy is moving out there. Decisive.
9 carries, 43 yards.
Free play.
This is going to be a free play. McCord looking downfield, and it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amari Hatcher.
Offside. Defense number 2. 5-yard penalty. First down. This is the 2-minute timeout.
So Oliver hit with the penalty there. Free play ends up not being a big deal for UNLV, but boy, the Rebels are rolling in Vegas so far. 3 straight scores. They're up 7.
Know what's happening in college football right now?
McCord's the nation's leading passer. He's got a 1st and 5 here for Syracuse, trying to get this game back to even. He finds Allen, who's able to skirt through before Jackson Woodard brings him down, able to pick up a couple.
You don't see Woodard miss on 2 straight plays, do you? That time he comes and after giving up the first down to LaQuint Allen, gets to him. What a motor he plays with, but McCord doing a good job keeping his team on the field. This is exactly the drive they needed to keep things close and emotionally stable.
This will be his 29th pass attempt, and it's knocked down. Who else? Jackson Woodard.
Well, it's awful hard to guard this Gadsden tight end one-on-one, so Woodard doesn't let the ball get to him. He just goes up and slaps it down, kind of caught in the air there. Good hops for the inside linebacker. Showed some speed and some hops the last couple weeks.
If that gets through, a lot of room for Gadsden right there. 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down. Pressure is on. Passes through and caught. A 1st down there, Gadsden. Big time reception.
They're having a really hard time with the short passing game on 3rd down. Baldwin had a heck of a jump and really timed up. You see him there, number 3, timing up that snap. Very close to being offsides, but blocked anyway. Great pickup by Savion Washington. And McCord is able to deliver that ball. They're very precise in the short passing game, short yardage.
1st and goal coming up. From the 10-yard line, it's McCord. Goes to Allen. Allen to the 5. Allen still on his feet. has been in the end zone twice already and gets down to the 2 on a gain of 8.
Very standard call in the red zone, the Texas route. Going out to the flat, coming back across the middle is what they call it because it looks like the state of Texas. Allen with the catch, but a nice job by UNLV rallying to the football. They've had an answer, but not on third down. Syracuse controlling this drive and converting all the third downs they can, even a 3rd and 10.
McCord looking right, trying to get it over to Meeks. It's broken up. Well defended by Cameron Oliver.
Good job by Oliver, senior out of Texas. 37th career start, and he just competes throughout. Good route by Meeks. Really well-delivered ball. Body's positioned right. He's got both hands on it, but Oliver just keeps flailing and fighting and is able to help cause the incompletion.
Jalen Catalon had a free lane there as well. Had something to do with it. 15th play of the drive, 3rd and goal. Ford looking to the right side. Just has to throw it away. A stop there by UNLV. Teatu Martinson goes by Tat there with the pressure.
Yeah, they bow their necks and get some pressure finally on McCord. And he's a guy that really knows how to get rid of the ball in the face of pressure. We've seen extreme pressure the last couple downs, and he finds a way to get rid of it. They're going to leave him on the field here, it looks like. Oh, now they're going to take a little time to talk.
They'll discuss it with 11 seconds left. It's worth noting Syracuse, as a team, between 2 different kickers, missed 3 field goals last week against Holy Cross.
That's probably why they're talking it over. You're in a situation here where it's like an extra point or PAT situation if you kick, but here at the end of the half, what a great momentum shift back to the Orange if they're able to cross the end zone.
Brady Denneberg had been the starting kicker, but we actually saw Jaden O with the PATs earlier today. Denneberg may end up getting some opportunities, but it's O who's going to come out and kick. He missed his lone attempt from 41 yards last week against Holy Cross. Virginia native will try this time from 21. Oh, drilled it. So a response for Syracuse. UNLV gets a stop, but the Orange still get 3.
Yeah, something to feel good about for both teams. Syracuse able to get some first downs after a couple of stalled drives and a special teams mishap. They get a drive and get some points out of it. And Coach Shearer is able to see his defense step up on a few different third down situations and finally get over the hump and get the stop.
So here's how we got to this point. Early on, it was all about the Orange. Syracuse rolling early first with Clint Allen, takes a shovel pass from McCord, gets into the end zone to set up this on the very next drive. Yep, it's Allen back in there twice tonight, but then UNLV got rolled.
They sure did. You saw Malik Williams take control and make something out of nothing there with the errant snap. Before that, the beautiful jump pass to Balengai. Kane involved, Ricky White on the other side. UNLV with a lead.
Final few seconds of the half as it goes out of bounds. That last drive, 16 plays.
Team number 15. Ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
That's got to upset Coach Brown because now you have a situation where UNLV could try to pop a pass real quick and maybe a little run and hit the timeout. 7 seconds, not that long, but we've seen stranger things. That gives them a bit of an opportunity.
Extra 10 yards, maybe they can make it a difference.
Yeah, I mean, those field position things can really hurt you down the stretch. Attention to detail. See if they try to do it.
Malik Williams missed his first 2 passes, but is 8 of 9 since. Now he will throw. It's going to be caught and getting out of bounds is Ricky White. So they move up and now they take a shot.
I don't know if that was far enough, but they certainly are trying. I mean, that's the idea. They give you a little bit of an opening with not that much time left on the clock. Give it a shot. This offense has been more and more efficient. They feel much better about Haj throwing the ball than they have with their other quarterback, so why not?
Here we go. Last play they have. That's going to go through to Jed Thomas, who says, all right, I'm trying to speed my way through. And he's got nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down. Devin Grant all over him. And that is going to take us to the end of half number 1, where it started out all Syracuse, but UNLV came back swinging. 3 straight scores before the Orange punched it in, or at least came close to that, converted a field goal, able to get some offense going. But how about this? UNLV with the lead and momentum going into the second half. Halftime report is coming up. My goodness, how about this offense for UNLV in the second half? Early on, all about Syracuse, but just looking at some of the numbers there, that time of possession could be something to watch as well. We know the go-go likes to go fast for Syracuse. They've had some quick drives so far. First half stats being sponsored by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network. Cheers. We welcome you inside our booth. My name is Trent Rush, joined alongside by Petros Papadakis. And my goodness, Petros, we knew coming into the game that there was a chance for a lot of excitement early on between these two teams. Matchup living up to the billing so far.
It's been great. You know, it's kind of like being on the casino floor on a Friday night. I'm up, I'm down, and that's kind of how things happen. Syracuse came out and really put on a show and got UNLV on their heels early, but you knew Barry Odom, with this team's faith and belief in each other, was going to be able to right the ship. And they were able to, taking a lead. Syracuse with a little bit of a jab back before the half, set up for a great second frame.
They had that roller coaster over in New York, New York. Yeah. I think we got a little bit of that going on so far here in this game.
As long as I don't have to go on the one on the stretch.
I don't think you have to worry about that. So here comes Syracuse, who won the opening toss, deferred to the second half, and now we'll count on Kyle McCord. They were able to stop the UNLV run with a field goal. They couldn't quite punch it in at the end of the first half, but still get 3. That's how we have ourselves a 21-17 ball game. First and 10 to the 25. It's the Clint Allen, the go-to tailback in the backfield. He takes the handoff, shifts over to the left, able to earn a couple of yards there. Takedown there, Alexander Whitmore in the neighborhood. And the way this game started, again, early on, Syracuse looked like they were unstoppable. Kyle McCord couldn't miss, completed his first 11 passes.
He was perfect. He was getting all his weapons involved, including Allen, who we're looking at there. And they could not be stopped. The punt hurt him with some penalties. Downs hurt him. But they've always been able to move the ball in this game.
Nice wrap up right there. Jonathan Baldwin stops LeQuint Allen. It's going to bring up third down.
This is a third and long situation. McCord has been able to find most of the time Aronde Gadsden in these situations for first downs if they can convert. But what an opportunity for UNLV to get Syracuse off the field right away. This is what happened on the flip side to start the game. UNLV 3 and out. See if Syracuse can avoid that fate.
Just saw a look at Gadsden. McCord had his eyes on him. Now it's to change directions and goes downfield and might end up getting a flag out of this. There it comes late. Tony Grimes was hanging on to Darrell Gill Jr. On a broken play, McCord will take the penalty.
McCord is able to get away here, but this was a well-timed and good blitz by UNLV.
Pass interference, defense number 0, 15-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
That is a tough ball to defend. Everybody talks about the underthrown ball. Grimes doesn't see it. Gill stops. Grimes runs right into it. Great opportunity for the Rebels to get off the field. They had the right call, but McCord able to get away and cause discord in that UNLV secondary. Fortunate to get the penalty. And another set of downs for Syracuse.
Pistol set. It's going to be a give to Willis. Willis past the 45 to the 46 for a pickup of 5 yards. Malik Chavis there to take him down.
Willis, a big, strong young player out of Newark, physically talented, 6'1", 226 pounds, and a real forward lean. And you see how built up his upper body is. Not an easy guy to tackle when he gets momentum. Just a freshman, they're getting him rolling.
Willis, the Thunder, to Allen's Lightning in this backfield. McCord looking left and gets the pass through to Gill. Gets the first down there, an 8-yard gain.
That's what happens when you have that good run game on first down, creating a very manageable second down. They can get the pass game going, and McCord has been excellent throwing it short to his many receivers. Gill, Meeks, Pena, we've seen them all.
Back to Willis. Gets brought down there, a stop after a gain of 3. That was Woodard with the tackle.
The left guard around Jacob Bradford. He made a good block, and Willis, the young player, able to read that, get up underneath. And that's the kind of gain. Just 3 yards is really all they need on first down to open up the passing game for McCord on second.
Willis getting an opportunity here. Will Nixon, who's the primary, well, I guess the number 2 tailback behind LaQuint Allen, suffered an injury against Holy Cross. He's the son of the offensive coordinator, Jeff Nixon, but Will Nixon is out. And could be out for a little while, so that's going to mean a lot for Yacine Willis as far as opportunities go, trying to make the most of it. Meanwhile, the pass is through, nowhere to go. Tony Grimes with a redemption tackle right there on first down. Second down, Rob.
A big addition, Tony Grimes, a transfer from Texas A&M. Long-time relationship with Mike Shearer, the defensive coordinator. A few stories like that on both teams. He flies right past the block, potential block catcher, and makes that play. Syracuse with that short passing game, that's the only way to neutralize it. Fly up and make a play before they can develop blockers and a conquer.
So another 3rd and long here for Syracuse. Down by 4 early in this second half. It's McCord from the shotgun. Quick pass, goes over to Pena. Pena gets the first down. Woodard with the tackle, but not before Pena can move the sticks after getting 6 yards.
Very frustrating to defend these guys because of their ability to throw short, and you're so worried about one of these guys getting behind you. Pena just flashes there with Gadsden blocking for him, and Villari. Really well-designed play by the aforementioned Jeff Nixon. And Syracuse restoring some order offensively like they did at the end of the first half, putting together a drive.
Willis again. He barrels his way through for a 5-yard gain before Manny Powell takes him down.
Manny Powell in good position to make that play, but that's that big body of Willis just falling forward, getting that momentum going. It's another 3 yards on the fall forward.
It's very clear what Syracuse is wanting to do here. Long drives, they got the run game going. That was a point of emphasis coming into the week. And they're dominating the time of possession. UNLV has a lot of quick drives. And Syracuse had some long ones. Here's Willis trying to get a long gain past the 20 to the 10. Willis trying to tiptoe his way through. Finally shoved out of bounds by Catalan, but a huge pickup right there as Willis moving his way down that left sideline.
I want to see this from a young back. Have a couple runs and then get better and better as the drive goes on. And the defenders get more and more tired of tackling the guy. A little straight arm with Catalan. Looks like he got his finger hooked into the face mask but got it out. Syracuse with all the momentum in the short passing game. And a lot of that, as we were discussing, is because UNLV's dropping a bunch and trying to rally and tackle underneath. Missed tackle there.
25 yards on that last game. First and goal from the 7. McCord, sling pass behind Jackson Meeks, incomplete.
The second time we've seen McCord throw a ball behind a receiver over the middle. Meeks running a good route, would have been hit before the goal line by Chavis. Ball missed him anyway.
It feels like every drive for Syracuse is 10 or more plays. This is the fourth drive of the game where there's been at least 9. So we're seeing some long drives here for Syracuse. Willis stopped up the gut. Manny Powell has been all over the field tonight, making first contact.
Yeah, he got the linebacker sandwich there. Powell and Woodard right on top of him. And this potentially is what happened to Syracuse right before the end of the first half. They drove all the way down there in a long sustained drive, ate up a lot of clock, only had 3 to show for it. That's why it's not a tie game right now. 3rd and goal. What do? You got Gadsden. You have Pena in the slot here.
Each of those guys with 6 catches tonight. McCord looking left, gets it through, and that's a touchdown. LaQuint Allen, with his 3rd score of the night, has put Syracuse back on top.
Well, all the action was to that side on the right, and it's just Cameron Oliver versus the back, and it looked as if he had about 1 more centimeter to go to bat that ball down, but it sneaks through. McCord gets it through to Allen, who's either celebrating or limping. I'm not sure.
Did appear to be hobbling a bit at the end of that play, but he'll take his 3rd touchdown of the night, and Syracuse will take a 3-point lead as Kyle McCord comes through on 3rd down. Finding LaQuint Allen. Thrice is nice in Vegas.
I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this.
Question.
Well, they lost 38-17 to the Trojans, but they're going to make another West Coast trip later this year when they go to visit Cal. But boy, late night, no problem so far for Syracuse. Long drives as DeJesus is back. And we won't get to this one. The Qs have taken a 24-21 lead.
You saw a shot of LaQuint Allen there with the trainers on the sideline. A little bit hobbled after the touchdown catch. Something to pay attention to, as they are a long way from home, no doubt about it. Traveling west of the Mississippi. Really fun trip for everybody involved, no doubt about it, come to Las Vegas. We'll see if UNLV has an answer. They were able to find a way to answer and take the lead in the first half. That was a very impressive opening drive of the second half by the Orange.
Kylan James, the tailback, he gets it on the handoff. First play for UNLV in this 3rd quarter. Gains 2. Fidel Diggs there with the tackle. If you feel like it's been a while since you've seen this UNLV offense, well, you're right. It's the first time they've gotten the ball since those 2 touchdown drives that were under a minute. They've had 11 drives this year, under 1 minute. They've had 2 already tonight. Go, going fast. Williams has to go out of the pocket, and he turns it over. Picked off, interception. Deuce Chestnut is there, and the Qs are getting it back. First turnover of the night.
It looked like a double screen call, and Williams was rolling out to the right, but the play was a little jumbled and the timing was off. The ball was dropped, hence the pick. And Williams is still trying to run that screen. You can see it's a screen because Jalen St. John's out there trying to lead through. Yeah, they got the whole offensive line kind of moving out there and turning. Just a weird looking play. He did not expect the ball, maybe not a screen call. But
it was Justin Barron that brought that pressure, but how about Deuce Chestnut? Was a freshman All-American at Syracuse, leaves to go to LSU, now is back home and making an impact. Meanwhile, the handoff to Willis on the outside, turns to the corner and gets into the end zone. 21 yards, Yassine Willis is in.
quick change for Syracuse, and they execute. UNLV does not. And that big, angry back, who is young, people do not like tackling a dude like that over and over again. And you see Catalan just try to get the legs, no chance, runs right through him like he's made it nothing. Takes it to the end zone. Yassine Willis balling out in the second half.
O converts the PAT, a 10-point lead for Syracuse in Las Vegas. Willis, strength and speed burns his way for 6.
Camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for 26 bucks.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for me, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
Keeping a close eye on you. Right there, that's a big close eye.
World of social media.
That may be how Rebel fans are feeling right now. Eyes open to this Syracuse offense. Boy, things happen quickly in Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns last 58 seconds. UNLV trying to get the ball back and get their offense rolling is now the Orange. 17 unanswered points.
And you're getting into the world now where we look at Malik Williams coming out to lead the offense. Brendan Marion, the offensive coordinator, getting it going. They need a sustained drive. Their defense is tired now. You mentioned 2 touchdowns in less than a minute for Syracuse. They really got tired of tackling. You've seen Willis, the big young back out of Newark. They've got to hold the ball. They've got to create a little bit of a time suck to keep that defense on the field and resting a little bit. They've been taxed here early in the 3rd quarter.
Williams with the pass, goes over to the right side, finds his top target in White, who gets the first down before he's knocked out of bounds by Clarence Lewis.
Where did they go when they needed it, when they went down 14-0 in the first half? They went to Ricky White. They went to their leader to stabilize things, and that's exactly what they do. Just a little hitch route, catches it in front of Clarence Lewis, makes a great turn.
Back over to the right side. This time it's DeJesus who's there, and back-to-back first downs for Malik Williams. 13 yards on that game.
Jesus always there as a slot guy. Really impactful player and returner. And we've also seen Casey Kane make some good plays with a touchdown catch, wide receiver coming up with the other 2. They've developed 3 really good ones.
Play action goes back over to White. White knocked out of bounds by Bellamy.
Malik Williams doing a little bit of a Kyle McCord impression now, isn't he? He's very accurate, short, dropping back, getting the ball to his playmakers. White just very calm and collected when he gets the ball, knows what to do, knows where the sticks are.
That's the thing about UNLV. You'd love to be able to call them a triple option team, but they're not. They have the ability to go vertical, like right here to Ricky White Jr. Another completion for Malik Williams, who's cruising on this drive, that time 17 yards.
And they're just going right and left because they really like the cushion that they're getting on the edge. And if they're going to get that cushion, you see no one within 5 yards when the catch is made. Clarence Lewis finally creeping up. As long as that's there, that's free access.
Give up to Jet. Thomas drugged down. Rod Watson after a gain of 5.
Good job by Watson, 313 pounds, getting his big body on the Jet, but Jet falls forward for a few yards, makes it positive. This has been a great drive for the Rebels, and it happened fast.
Go, go. Play action to Williams, closing speed right there, and all over him was Elijah Clark.
An out route from the slot. We talked about how he plays all over the field, X, Z, and slot. Flav loves it.
The stars come out.
V football is getting hot.
Yes.
Who's next? Chuck D, the S1Ws, who's coming out? Terminator X?
Williams with time. Now he'll run and gets the first down. Jaquez there for the tackle, but Malik Williams doing it with his legs.
Yeah, both edge guys, Diggs and Jaquez, are in the area. Andy's got more as a blocker, but he gets up underneath Diggs, and then it looked like maybe Jaquez would be able to get him before he got to the sticks, but this guy shows a lot of desire when he gets close to the first down. What a run.
Not many slip through Diggs. Play action, trying to go through the middle to White. There's the flag that they were looking for. Clarence Lewis in coverage. Looks like that's going to be a pass interference.
Yeah, we've seen this look a whole
Pass
bunch.
interference, defense number 3. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
A lot in the red zone, that RPO look. Pulling the ball, throwing it in a hurry to White, but Lewis with his hands all over him. One of the few mistakes we've seen from the Cuse outside of that special teams level.
We saw a UNLV PI that led to points for Syracuse. Rebels trying to return the favor here. Triple option keeper for Malik Williams. He was able to gain a yard. Second and goal coming up.
Yeah, I don't know how many people were buying that token fake to Christian Moore, tight end, who came through. Really, it was just more of a speed option with kind of a delay there. Nobody bought that fake.
It's the neck roll for me, man. That's Christian Moore is old school. It's a throwback tight end with Devin Green back there with him. Comes the 9th play of the drive. Very efficient drive so far for Malik Williams. Second and goal. That time he gives it to Green, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss. Justin Barron, the captain of the defense, there to greet him.
Barron very active. There's that neck roll again, and he's just going to set up on the edge. You're going to see Barron come looping around and make a play a yard deep in the backfield. And now UNLV with a 3rd and goal situation after it looked like they had everything going for him after the PI.
Third and goal. Malik Williams dancing back there. Still has the ball. Now he's going to go through and run. Spins and brought down shy of the end zone. Derek McDonald there for a gain. He went a long way for 3 yards.
I really do like the decision he made. Going sideline to sideline usually leads to a holding penalty in these situations when you're back there running around on a broken play. But look how he decides just to cut it right up there and take the shortest route. And he did see his offensive lineman, Austin Boyd, trying to lead him through. A positive gain, but not enough, and they're going to be conservative and bring out the kick.
There's Caden Chittenden, freshman Vegas native, converts the 21-yarder. And we're back to a touchdown game, but Syracuse still with a 7-point lead, but Mariota's squad able to get 3 back. 3:24 left in the third.
Why did we choose Safeway? We're always.
Hall of Fame NFL career, of course, Donovan McNabb, time Big East Offensive Player of the Year. Also was a hooper, by the way, played on the basketball team. But the glory days for Syracuse football, what Fran Brown is trying to bring back here in year number 1 at the helm.
And he's created excitement. He's an inspiring character who really walks the walk, understands young people and understands mentorship and coaching. A really impressive head coach in Fran Brown and the staff that he's put together. A guy with a real vision for the future at Syracuse. And you see where he's been. A lot of these guys with connections through the Matt Rule staff. Temple, Baylor.
Meanwhile, Fran Brown, when he's put together his staff now, a lot of Matt Rule guys, yes, a lot of Camden, New Jersey guys. That's his hometown. 7 players on the roster. From the high school he went to, the coach there was his high school coach. So there are some serious Camden connections. The guy's incomplete.
Trying to get a screen going for Yassine Willis, who's been great. And we haven't seen LaQuint Allen after his touchdown catch Looked like he brought that one in, but lost it as he was getting ready to get hit.
Syracuse, who scored on each of the last 3 trips. It's Willis in the backfield, and well, I think we'll see a lot of him after Allen was limping after the touchdown. We haven't seen him since.
And remember, you mentioned it earlier, no Will Nixon, who's their other back with more experience.
Gore just gets the snap off in time, and they go to Willis, who takes 1 block, but is brought down by Jonathan Baldwin.
Willis, the best player, #1 recruit in the state of New Jersey. And you know that Fran Brown was going to go get him. A lot of confidence getting guys from his home state, especially his hometown. Willis out of Newark. But this creates a big 3rd down situation now.
Syracuse 7 for 10 on 3rd down so far tonight, but this is a long one.
Allen back in now.
That's a good sign for the Orange. Allegiant Stadium getting loud here in Las Vegas. 3rd down, McCord. Thought about once, now goes to left side. It's through. Caught by Gadsden. A big-time pickup on 3rd down, 26 yards, and Aronde Gadsden the second gets the first.
This has been an occurrence several times. McCord defending, gets out, runs the scramble drill with LaQuint Allen, who seems to be a little banged up running around out there. Gadsden also running the scramble drill. Both of them take off for the stick. McCord sees it. These guys have great improvisational skill when they are moving after a play is broken. Really impressive.
Handoff to Allen, who gets back to the line, maybe one more.
I mean, that is heartbreaking if you're Mike Shear, the defensive coordinator. Everything's drawn up right. You have the play covered, but you can't get to the quarterback. He escapes and makes something happen. That's happened a bunch of times tonight in Allegiant, showing you just how good Kyle McCord is when the offense is running on time or when he's got to do something extra. And we've seen him run away a couple times as well.
Gadsden already past the century mark. 7 catches, 107 yards tonight. And they go to Willis on the swing and nowhere to go. Jet Elad all over.
And you kind of get the feeling that Mike Shear, the defensive coordinator, pulled his guys to the sideline after Willis ran through him for a couple series and said, we got to tackle that guy. We cannot get run through by that guy. It's embarrassing. Elad comes up and makes a very physical stop.
So here comes another 3rd and long. That has not fazed Kyle McCord all night long.
No, another opportunity for UNLV, but how many times can you go to the well? Wild-eyed in the casino late at night.
Trying to get one more roll here, but it's broken up. Jalen Catalon, who's the nation's leader in interceptions, gets a big pass broken up there on 3rd and 9.
Well, they call this guy another coach on the field, and they try to get back to that tight end, and Catalon has gotten beat a few times tonight. He's missed some tackles, but he is out there still competing, finds a way to get his defense off the field on 3rd down, and DeJesus comes out to return.
So here comes Syracuse to punt. Remember the last time they tried to punt, it didn't go too well. UNLV with a stop and now a block. Back-to-back games with a block punt. The ball is still loose. Trying to track it down to the end zone. 6 for UNLV. Charles Correa makes the play. Ricky White with the block, and Correa the scoop and score. The Rebels are right back.
Second time their punt return team has made a huge impact. Ricky White with his 2nd block in 2 games, really 3rd since he caused the 4th down stop on the last one. And I've never seen a ball go so far, untouched. I mean, that must have taken 6 seconds to get to for Correa.
So a flag at the end of the play there, but boy, some excitement right there as we see Ricky White III, the captain of the offense, the do-everything guy for this team.
If I'm punting And I'm playing UNLV.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, UNLV number 23, his first of the game. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah, people a little bit too geeked up after the play, but almost understandable. I mean, block Ricky White, find that guy on the punt team and get a body on him. It doesn't take that long to get a punt off. Syracuse, depending on what happens, this game is going to look back at those two punting opportunities and cringe.
Rolled an 11 for Ricky White III, and now this game is tied. Ricky White, the heart and soul of UNLV on offense, gets another punt block.
Find it.
And it ties the game.
Look at it just sitting there.
$1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Ricky White making some magic on that sideline for UNLV. Making some catches, leading receiver. Blocks a punt for the second straight night.
You think that guy's going to play in the NFL?
He's got all the tools.
Oof. And what a leader.
All-American, could have gone wherever he wanted to stay at UNLV, a believer in what they're doing. Ball gets picked up by Willis, and Willis going to be brought down at that 16-yard line. But what a play by Ricky White.
Yeah, here's Petrie, the personal protector, and there's Ricky White, and he's got to get Ricky White. There's pressure in the middle, but he has some help in the middle. And it just looks like UNLV has way more guys there than Syracuse can block. They've seen something. You see Correa, who was there to get it for the touchdown. Ricky White is the closest, but they had three guys with a shot. And that's the second time Stonehouse has barely been able to get a foot on the ball. The first time he wasn't. But UNLV's defense could be a little tired now. They do have the quarter break coming up.
Be an important quarter break. McCord trying to chuck it deep and was unable to get over to his intended target, Gill, and that was Doyle with the pressure to force the incompletion.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 2, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Doyle with a little bit more than pressure. Here he comes.
Yep.
And yeah, he gives him a little bit of a shoulder.
Definitely more than pressure on that roughing the passer right there. Final 18 seconds, but Syracuse moving right up. Boy, this game has been back and forth. It's Allen in the backfield. To the right of McCord here as he gets settled in. 31 all. Here's McCord. Quick pass over the right side. Gets it through to Darrell Gill Jr. Gill's third catch tonight. And that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Well, Fran Brown told us yesterday that coming to this game, it was going to be like a Mayweather fight. Well, he's gotten that. What a ball game we have in Las Vegas. Syracuse 31, number 25 UNLV 31. Fourth quarter, right after this.
Is there going to be a judge's decision? Is that why?
The end of this one, 15 minutes to decide it. All square, 31 all, is Kyle McCord working quickly for Syracuse right around the first down marker. Completes another pass there is The Orange wasting no time trying to push through here and see if they can end on top in this seesaw battle as Darrell Gill Jr. hobbles off.
Darrell Gill a little bit beat up in this one. LaQuint Allen, the starting running back, a little bit beat up. Gill trying to get off the field so Syracuse can continue to run some tempo. Just a sophomore out of Texas. Not a heavy guy, only 173 pounds, but very productive.
He had 4 catches against Stanford a couple of weeks ago, but was 1 yard short here.
Illegal substitution, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like they broke the huddle with an extra guy, and that's probably part of the confusion about Gill coming off the field.
And that's to go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6, a big penalty.
It is, and they've been able to overcome a lot of 3rd down adversity, and you see the penalties in the yards. Most recently, though, it feels like there's been a couple very costly ones on Syracuse.
Kyle McCord's been in some loud stadiums at this time at Ohio State, but trying to get the call in with that green dot as Allegiant Stadium is fired up here. Late night pressure is on McCord. He gets through, but not for long. Brought down by Fisher Kamek, but a late flag. And we'll have to wait and see. Woodard also there.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 95. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Well, that's a lot worse than the Syracuse penalty. Alexander Whitmore, who's been great all night, right over the nose, 95. See what happens here. He reaches out and looks like he had a hold of that face mask. Yeah, and that's what pulled McCord back. Yeah, pretty good call. Didn't have to happen, though. And very difficult to keep your hands where you want them to be in that combat in those situations.
15 pressures on Kyle McCord tonight. Little reverse, and UNLV has it stuffed out. Q's tried to get cute. Pena nowhere to go and a loss of 5.
Looked like they wanted to throw that, or at least that's how it was developing. But UNLV, like it was a race to the punter a few plays ago. Kind of a race into the backfield, and Pena, too many guys, about 4 or 5 Rebels around him. Elad finishes the play, but after the penalty, trying a little trickery. Not a bad thought from Jeff Nixon, but just not executed. Good job by UNLV.
Manny Powell with that last tackle. 2nd and 15 coming up. Here's Kyle McCord looking right side. Got his man. Complete to Jackson Meeks.
They can erase negative plays so quickly. That's what's so frustrating about defending this offense. Meeks one-on-one with Jarvis Ware. Gives him a little bit of a slap on the shoulder before the ball arrives. Savvy play from a veteran player. What a throw, too.
Now into UNLV territory are the Qs. Well, there is Powell again in the backfield. Catalan is also there. Another tackle for a loss. And that's going to be his 9th tackle for Manny Powell, who's been very good for UNLV tonight.
Yeah, just his 3rd game really playing for the Rebels and getting out there making a lot of plays since the get-go. Marcel McDuffie not available in this one. Powell getting a great opportunity.
They also trying to take advantage of that. Ends up with a touchdown tonight on the blocked kick. Here's McCord left side. Another one complete to Meeks. That's on a gain of 10, but to be a yard short.
Yeah, that one's close. Creates a 3rd down, but so frustrating if you're a Rebel defender, because every time you get a positive play, McCord can just drop back and pick you apart. That time it looked like Grimes fell down a little, but another perfectly delivered ball.
3rd and 1, McCord on the keeper. Did he get it? It's going to be close with a penalty spot.
He reached, but did he reach before he fell on his knees? Powell was right on top of him. I think he got it.
The line judge had indicated that he was short. But we'll see.
Wow. Sometimes that reach can be deceiving because you reach and your knees are already down. The officials can see it. 4th and 1.
McCord, who's thrown it 47 times tonight, will give here to Allen, and he's through. He's got the first down.
Remember, they have those kicking woes. I'm not sure if they would have gone for it there either way, probably, but something to keep in mind down the stretch as this game is quite close. Not as close as they get. It's tied.
I'd say that's close. A little over 10 minutes to go here in this game. 31-31. Syracuse had the first 2 scores. UNLV had the 3 after that, and it has just been back and forth all night long. 1st and 10 from the 28. That's Willis in the backfield who takes the handoff before he is met by Catalan, and that's a pickup of 2.
This UNLV defense has been out on the field forever. Not all the offense's fault either. The punt block for a touchdown puts you right back out there, and trying to find a way to find positive plays to get off the field as Fran Brown watching this excellent offense work. It's been a lot of fun.
That's Allen next to McCord. McCord's going to pass because, of course, he does. Finds Pena, and that's going to be a first down. Pena's 7th catch of the night. It's an 8-yard gain.
Well, they have De Jesus for the Rebels, and they have Pena, who's a lot bigger, but also a slot guy for the Syracuse Orangemen at that time, right underneath Baldwin. A quick throw, perfectly executed. They've been so impressive in the short passing game with McCord. And everybody seems to run their routes to the sticks and understand their role in the passing.
McCord really has been a poised quarterback tonight. This time a handoff to Allen. Picks up a couple. I wonder too, Petros, we keep seeing these Syracuse drives, they're long.
Yes.
And the time of possession, UNLV's defense has been on the field more than twice as much as Syracuse defense. You have to wonder at what point does that start making an impact?
I think it's been making an impact throughout the game. I think you saw that when UNLV had a hard time tackling Willis. I think Allen's back on the field, and he just had a nice run. I mean, that's what's going to tell you how tired the UNLV D is how well Syracuse is running the ball. That being said, UNLV's got a lot of pride, and they found a way to get some stops.
Syracuse run 75 plays, so 36 for UNLV. McCord trying to make something out of nothing here on this one, just gets rid of it. Jackson Woodard was right there, and that's going to bring up another 3rd down.
Woodard right on top of McCord, and it was Weatherspoon, the left tackle, looked like he had a hold of Woodard and almost a holding penalty, but he let him go at the last second. You see the amount of total plays run, and there's Weatherspoon, who just avoided the holding penalty. Good job letting go. And a lot of that is because of the great special teams that UNLV has had, but a big part of it is Syracuse ball control, and they've done it in the run and in the pass, and it's hard to do because you have to limit mistakes if you're going to do that.
8 of 13 tonight on 3rd down. They've been great there all season. That's an interception. Jackson Woodard picked them off. Woodard's 2nd interception of the season turns the tide at Allegiant.
You think that guy's tired? I mean, they found it. They dug for it, and he threw the ball right to Woodard when he was on LaQuinn Allen.
A huge competitor in every way. A leader, Woodard, with a timely interception, gives the Rebels the ball back.
Wayfair's Big Sale.
#1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego Power Plus blower, reaching an incredible 765 CFM, and it runs up to 90 minutes on a single charge, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
I was raised to believe that you're in this life not just for yourself. With Thrivent, they help me create giving strategies with my finances. I love how we're aligned to make generosity a priority.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
At the 72-hour sale, save up to 72% with Queen starting at $169.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
The NLDS begins on Fox and FS1. The Mets battle Harper and the Phillies, and the Padres take on Ohtani and the Dodgers. Game 1 tomorrow on Fox and FS1.
Get the man a breather. He's earned it. Jackson Woodard with that last interception, taking a breath on the sideline. The UNLV defense has been on the field for 37 minutes tonight. Compare that to just 14:52 for Syracuse. But now the go-go offense will try to take the lead as Williams gets the out pass through over to Ricky White.
Well, here's the pick. You're going to see him right there, and that's his man, Allen versus Woodard. And when does McCord know that Woodard sees the ball? Right there, you see his head kind of turn at the last second, and the ball comes into his hand. McCord tried to be sneaky. I don't think he thought Woodard saw that the ball was coming, but he did at the last moment. He gave it the side out.
Jet Thomas stiff arms his way to a gain of 2. That could have been costly in the backfield, but a good job by him to push his way.
Yeah, exactly like you said, Trent. I mean, it could have been a 7-yard difference there. He was going to lose 3 or 4 yards, and instead he gains 2, and that creates a manageable 3rd down after the Ricky White short throw on 1st down. UNLV does not want to give the ball back to Syracuse. They got to stay on the field. That defense is tired. We just saw Woodard sucking air.
3rd down has been an issue for UNLV on the season. Will it be right here? 3rd and 3. Williams gets the pass through. It's caught by Williams. And Ricky White, rather, gets his way through. And Ricky White gets that 1st down.
You need it. You go to your most consistent offensive weapon, and that is Ricky White. And you trust your new quarterback to make the throw. He sets up, sets his feet, lays it out there perfectly, and White catches the ball behind the sticks, but creates to get it. UNLV needed that desperately.
Williams missed his first 2 passes. He's 17 of 19 since, and now on the keeper gets the 1st down plus, and then pushed out of bounds. A 17-yard gain on the ground for Malik Williams.
And he's out there having fun, smiling. That's what bringing in a veteran who's played a lot of football like he had at Campbell gives to you. A cheap 10 yards quick on the pull, and UNLV closer to the 50 now and in business.
The give is to Thomas. Thomas spins his way through, breaks a tackle, dives forward, and has himself a 1st down and a gain of 15.
That's a 180-pound sophomore back who is fast and tough, flying up the field and breaking tackles in the contact zone, right in the teeth of the defense. Really good tackler. Darren McDonald misses him there. Spins and keeps fighting for it. Thomas ready to go here in the 4th quarter. A couple of good runs.
Rebel offense is fresh.
Right.
Pass gets through to Casey Kane, who got a touchdown earlier.
They look fresh, too, and Malik Williams looks sharp. Brennan Marion dialing up all the right plays in the passing game. One thing we talked about so much is the triple option and the go-go offense, and we've really seen very little of that. We've seen some drop back stuff and trying to get Ricky White involved.
So much was made of Matt Sluka's departure, and Malik Williams is making everybody in Vegas forget about that. Here's Williams rolling to his left, gets the pass through, and that's Kaleo Balingai there for the reception. 14-yard gain, move the markers again for the Rebels.
He's getting more and more confident, and almost worried about maybe a little too confident in this situation. Syracuse only rushes 3, so it's going to be hard finding somebody, but he creates and gets it underneath to Balingai, not putting the ball at risk and pulling off the 1st down. This guy is smooth.
Now the Rebels are marching and taking their time on the clock inside of 5 minutes to go in this game. Malik Williams with time, now tucks it and goes past the 20, sheds a tackle, has a first down, and that's going to set up first and goal on the 13-yard gain for Malik Williams.
Well, Elijah Robinson, continuing the defensive coordinator for Syracuse, only rushing 3 here, so there's nowhere to go. You see all those guys, 8 guys drop, and Williams, very collected, just tucks the ball. Good ball security there, covers it with both hands as he's being brought to the ground. This guy was ready to go this drive, huh?
Rebels getting bunch gains. 5 of the last 6 plays have gone for over 10 yards. Pistol set. It's keeper for Williams. Is brought down. And good tackle right there by Devin Grant. Barry Buxton.
Look at Williams. He's not afraid to take it into the teeth. Most guys just want to take that to the edge because there's less contact, at least you feel like that out there. Sparrow right on top of him, and he goes underneath and still gets a positive gain. 2nd and goal. They're pretty far away.
Thomas and Green both back with Williams. Play fake to the middle. He's got his man. Ricky White III gives UNLV the lead once again.
What doesn't Ricky White do? And what can you say about Malik Williams? So sharp, a little bit of an RPO look, but it didn't look like Jet Thomas ever thought he was going to get the ball. Right over the middle, right on time. Safety was late. Clarence Lewis had no chance at that. No PI, but a touchdown.
PAT is good. UNLV has completed 12 touchdown passes on the season. Half of them have gone to Ricky White Jr. A 10-play drive ends this. 6 for 6 is Williams. And the Rebels are up 7. Punts, 10 catches, has a touchdown. He's got as many receptions as all of his other teammates combined. The go-to option for Malik Williams, and a statement drive for UNLV late in the 4th quarter. We'll see if Kyle McCord and Syracuse can bounce back.
We talked about Kyle McCord and all the weapons he has and how confident he is throwing the ball, and he came out firing. 14-0 lead. Syracuse ran out to, kind of had the people out in Las Vegas a little bit stunned. They were driving to look like they were going to take control. Throws the red zone pick to the leader of the UNLV defense, Jackson Woodard, and here he is again, trying to answer what looked like a program-defining style 90-plus yard drive from Barry Odom's team.
This is going to be the 51st pass attempt of the night as he gets it to Arundé Gadsden, who's the all-time leading tight end when it comes to receiving yards in Syracuse history. 16 yards on that game.
Looks like the defender falls here because Gadsden pushes off of him. Yeah, Jet Elad there. That is how he was so wide open.
So McCord over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, that interception, but that pick looming large right now. His team down 7. Gets that one converted over to Jackson Meeks, who was brought down by Cameron Oliver.
And right off the bat, I mean, here they are. A couple plays in, and they're already on the 50. They're already threatening, and it feels like that's where UNLV's defense has been living all night long. Right on the edge, with Kyle McCord assaulting them with pass after pass.
McCord launching right side into no man's land. Target was Trevor Pena. Baldwin all over.
UNLV's been able to cause some adversity for McCord. Obviously the pick was big, but they haven't really been able to stack positive plays against him and get him off the field.
So that's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. Does Kyle McCord have another dice roll left? Late night in Las Vegas. Trying to bring the Qs back down 7 inside of 2 minutes.
It's Fox College Football Friday.
It's to go. McCord's pass complete, and it's through to Meeks. Meeks brought down by Jalen Catalon, which prevented what could have been a big play, but Syracuse gets the first down anyway, 18 yards.
Well, this has been what's so difficult about defending Kyle McCord. You have Cameron Oliver right in position, but Meeks is there, receives the ball, perfectly thrown, and gets down the field.
McCord loses it, and it just falls incomplete. Powell was there, could have sealed it. And with the intended target, Willis unable to bring it in, incomplete.
The freshman in the passing game. Let's watch him. It's just an outlet route, and he turns and shows his number to the quarterback, and that's just not a good throw from McCord. If that ball is picked, yeah, it might have been tipped, but that's because a running back like that, especially a young one, that ball's got to be between the 2 and the 3, and McCord knows that, dodged a bullet there.
On the season, Kyle McCord, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception in first halves. In the second half, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, including tonight. McCord looking downfield, it's deflected, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Tat Martinson was there for the stop.
Looked like he had Gadsden, too, coming free, running a little bit of a deep out route. Great job getting the paw up and knocking it down. Another huge 3rd down as Martinson gets off the field for the pass rush package.
Third down, but obviously 4-down territory here for Syracuse. Here's McCord. Looking right side, got it. Caught by Gadsden's going to be short of the marker. Tackled there by Elad. And now 4th down and short coming up with a minute and change to play.
Nice by Elad limiting the damage, but what a nice play by Kyle McCord as well. They had the pass rush defense out there, meaning guys like Doyle.
Timeout. Syracuse, their first. Timeout on the field.
Fran Brown wants to talk about it.
So 2 timeouts for Syracuse remaining. Timeout on the field. What a game we got. Final minute 10 coming up.
Why did we choose Safeway? We're always
$1 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
With Chime, I get to decide when I get paid. It's kind of crazy. We can't choose when we get paid. Chime changed that for me. My pay lets me get up to $500 of my pay when I need it. There's no interest, no credit checks, no mandatory fees. My pay gives me the freedom to handle anything that life brings. I have big goals, and I'm not waiting for payday anymore. And you shouldn't either. That's why I Chime. Join me at Chime.com and get paid when you say.
UNLV up by 7, Syracuse in Rebel territory. The Stars out in Vegas. Final minute 10, 4th down coming here. This could be the ball game. Kyle McCord going up against Manny Powell, who's been so good for UNLV tonight. McCord's under center, 2 tailbacks, Willis and Allen both back there. It's going to be a handoff to Allen, who is met at the line, gets through it. He's got the first down. And Syracuse stays alive with just over a minute to play.
Number 1 versus number 1. Allen versus Catalon. 2 of the best players on either team, and Catalon.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 16, late hit out of bounds. Penalty is half the distance to goal. An automatic first down.
That's on Manny Powell, but look at that. Catalon with a great hit, but also delivering a blow as Allen, and Catalon does not wrap up. And then the late push there for Manny Powell as Woodard makes the tackle. Just a disastrous set of events for what looked almost like a promising stop for UNLV, but all the credit to LaQuint Allen for refusing to be tackled there by Jalen Catalon, getting that first down.
First and goal. McCord looking right, finds Pena. He's brought down immediately by Oliver. Inside of a minute to go. UNLV with all three of their timeouts. Syracuse has 2.
UNLV doing a much better job of tackling throughout the second half, but that one missed tackle there by Catalon could tell the tale between overtime and an early evening on the Strip in Vegas.
Second and goal, it's McCord. Through the middle, nearly picked off by Woodard. He had the pick earlier, couldn't bring it in there. That would have sealed it. Third down coming up.
And that is the second on this drive that a UNLV linebacker has had the ball in their hands to turn it over and end the game and can't. He really had to reach out for that. Nice athletic play by Woodard, doing a great job in the red zone of reading the eyes of McCord. Almost had his second pick.
59 pass attempts tonight for McCord. It's the most of any player in college football this year. The Ohio State transfer has had some dangerous ones here in the second half. Now it looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Syracuse, their second, 30 seconds.
So with 27 seconds left, Syracuse wants to make sure they have it right. Down a touchdown on 3rd and goal. 2 chances to try to tie this game.
And they have so many weapons, as you see Jackson Woodard lamenting the last play, trying to find it to finish this game. This defense been out there a long time. McCord talking to his center, Sean Ray Reed. You think Gadsden in the red zone immediately. If you're Mike Shear, the defensive coordinator, but don't forget about LaQuinn Allen and how impactful he's been. Not to mention Pena, the slot guy, and Meeks.
Gadsden's been the top target tonight. 9 catches, 133 yards. And the best friend in 3rd down and red zone situations. It's LaQuinn Allen that is alongside Kyle McCord to his right.
There's Gadsden there.
Looking left side, throws it to Meeks. He got it! Touchdown, Syracuse! And the Orange have climbed back within 1.
Keep everybody worried about Gadsden on the front side, and here is the backside one-on-one situation. Very admirable job by Tony Grimes, just trying to fight with Meeks, but Meeks just too big, wants it too bad. The ball too well thrown by Kyle McCord. He comes down with it. Looks like that right leg was down with possession.
Jaden O to tie it here. Start of the year as the backup. This is first game really as the starter. The PAT is up and good, 38-38. And now Go-Go will have to go quick, down 20, or in a tied game with 23 seconds left.
23 seconds, so the return. Remember, Syracuse kicked one out of bounds right before the end of the first half. The return will be important. All 3 timeouts. So not a bad situation with Taj Malik Williams playing really well.
The excitement in Las Vegas around this UNLV program has been at an all-time high, ranked for the first time ever. Again, this on the heels of a national story. When Matt Sluka left the program, Taj Malik Williams thrust into the role. They dominate Fresno State. Amid all the conference chaos, Rebels say they're staying put, and what Barry Odom has built at this UNLV program has been nothing short of sensational.
Well, they're seeing all new stuff. I mean, UNLV has not had an overtime game since the 2001 season opener.
Big kick will not be returned. Taj Malik Williams has been so good tonight. Off to a little bit of a slow start, But since that opening drive, really no problems for him. So efficient tonight, Petros.
You think he'd be starting the whole year with the way that he's put this team on his back in adverse situations like that one and created positive plays. That time the touchdown on the bad snap. He's been able to find Ricky White. That time he finds Casey Kane. Ricky White has been a wild man in the offense. And don't forget about the blocked punt and basically the other blocked punt, which wasn't really a blocked punt, but led to another UNLV touchdown.
And they're just going to take a knee and send this game into overtime.
They like their plan in the red zone.
38 all 60 minutes, not enough to decide this one in Vegas. There's Barry Odom. Early nights don't happen in Las Vegas. I know we know that, P. Overtime up next. UNLV headed to overtime. I'm Trent Rush with Petros Papadakis. What a night it has been. Friday night in Sin City. Great way to start your weekend. And Malik Williams taking on that leadership role.
Wow.
As a play call.
And that's what you want from that guy. UNLV not in this situation a whole bunch. In fact, it was 0-1 the last time they won an overtime game. And here's a look at the overtime rule.
Yeah, we'll get you up to speed on what's going on here, what to expect here. So the winner of the coin toss is going to choose their side of the field. Each team gets a possession at the 25, and we'll each have a timeout. The big one is after the first trade-off of each team getting a possession. But in the second overtime, you must attempt a two-point conversion. And if it gets to a third overtime, we're basically just running back and forth, two-point conversions until we sort this one out.
I feel like we've been watching both teams in the red zone all night, you know, especially Syracuse. So watching them run more red zone plays with Jackson Woodard out there fighting McCord off and all the weapons, it is going to be great. And another shot at that go-go offense. The one thing I would remind everybody, the kicking woes of Syracuse, number one. Number two, the fact that they have not had very much time off the field offensively. UNLV's defense is tired, and a lot of that is due to the special teams, but the long, drawn-out drives of Syracuse. We'll see if UNLV can score here and give their defense some confidence to end the game, because those guys are gassed, and Barry Odom knows it.
Barry Odom's Rebels will go first on offense. From the 25-yard line, Malik Williams from the shotgun. Williams still hanging out in the pocket. Gets it through to Jet Thomas. Gets a block on what kind of looked like a screen pass, but only gains 3 yards.
That was a really long developing throw to go all the way across the field to Jet Thomas, and he was well defended, but he's just so fast. He takes a beeline to the sticks and gets a couple yards out of it, but kind of an awkward way to start for Malik Williams.
Second and 7 now. There's Williams. He's going to keep it. Tucks to the 20 before he's thrown down by Fadil Diggs on a gain of 3, so 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Another huge 3rd down situation. One thing we've really noticed about Williams, confident throwing the ball, but also not afraid to tuck it, not afraid to take it right into the teeth of that defense.
Third and 3. That's Jet Thomas in the backfield with Malik Williams. He goes in motion to the left. Empty backfield. Williams, pump fakes, still with it. And he gets tackled down in the backfield. Fadil Diggs is all over him back there. 4th down coming up.
Huge momentum shift for Syracuse, really taking the air out of Allegiant here. And another where they're only rushing 3. There's nowhere to go for Malik Williams, and in the past he's been able to create a little bit, get something positive, but good disciplined play there from Diggs, and UNLV's got a kick. Wow.
Caden Chittenden, a 41-yard attempt. Drilled it. And UNLV gets 3, and now we'll have to lean on that Woodard-led offense, or defense rather, to try to get a stop of Syracuse. Their star quarterback, Kyle McCord.
And Remember on that last drive where Syracuse scored the tying touchdown to force overtime, Jackson Woodard had a pick in his hands and could not come up with it. Jalen Catalon had a tackle on LaQuint Allen in his hands and could not finish the play. Is this UNLV defense too gassed to finish this game? This Syracuse offense, so much firepower as Mike Shear looks on trying to motivate his guy.
McCord, 60 pass attempts tonight. Meanwhile, his running back is punching in 3 times. Play action rollout. McCord keeps it himself and is able to gain 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up.
They get McCord on the move, trying to limit the size of the field that he's looking at and make it simple to start the drive, and makes a easy stride for 6 yards to create a very good 2nd down to make the play calling a little easier for Jeff Nixon. Nice start for Syracuse.
Syracuse can win the game with a touchdown. They've also had some kicking woes of late, something to keep in mind. 2nd and 4, handoff goes to Allen, who dives his way forward. He's got a 1st down.
You can really do that with your play calling when 1st down gets you that close. And now you have a whole new set of downs to call plays and try to punch it in and win the game.
Well, they'll actually mark him a yard short, and they'll keep it. McCord will on 3rd and 1, so now he has his 1st down. And a fresh set coming up. Well, it looked like he had 1st.
Yeah, it looked like he fell forward for the play before. Either way, UNLV able to sub out there because Syracuse did, and the fatigue factor is real this late.
1st and 10. The give is to Allen. Allen gets brought down by Woodard, but gains 5 as the Orange keep marching.
The captain, Jackson Woodard, still finding it. Ability to make plays. Quinn Allen almost able to hurdle his way out of that. You see him try right there.
Yep.
And he almost did it.
Woodard has been so good tonight. Did drop the interception on what led to the touchdown game-tying drive. 4 plays, 4 runs so far here in overtime. Make it 5 for 5. It's Allen this time, and a flag coming in at the end of the play.
Woodard again with the tackle. What is this penalty? Everybody waiting.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, under 57 and 74. 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Left tackle and left guard, Weatherspoon and Bradford. You're holding one up, you chop one down. It's illegal, and if it happens way out there on the edge, you can really see it. Here they are on the left side. Yeah, the cut down and the contact. You can't have the cut down and the contact. That's pretty weak contact there, but it's still the letter of the law there between Bradford and Weatherspoon. Terrible blow to Syracuse. Look how far it took them back.
He's up 2nd and 20 now. McCord airs it deep to the end zone. Incomplete. Was trying to go to Gill, but Grimes was there. 3rd down coming up.
Grimes really stopped him from being able to create real estate. As you see, he kind of pushes him toward the sideline. Gill tries to sell it a little late. Remember, he came off a little beat up earlier. Good to see him back out of the game. What a costly penalty.
3rd and a mile here in overtime. It's Kyle McCord. Pressure is on. Pass gets through to Allen. What a tackle! Woodard stops him at the line of scrimmage, but a flag at the end of the play.
Woodard's holding his head saying, what do I have to do to this game? Makes another play. What is the flag? Barry Odom very upset, saying there's no way.
Personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting. Defense number 95. Penalty is half the distance to the goal and an automatic 1st down. The targeting is under further review.
They got Alexander Whitmore. And you're going to see him there. And, I mean, the ball is in the air, right? I mean, this is bang, 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 bang. I mean, and is he a defensive player, a defenseless player? Did he use the crown of his head to hit him? We're going to have to take a little bit of a closer look, but as far as a roughing the passer, that seemed pretty close.
Over 100 yards and penalties, and that lead with the helmet, that crown is going to be
head. You can see it there at the very last second. He ducked the head into the chest, and because McCourt is throwing the ball, it makes him a defenseless player, and that is, I believe, going to stand.
9th penalty, 109 yards in penalties. All against UNLV tonight. I mean, Woodard is doing everything he can right now.
Mike, you see anything different there?
No, but let's remember now, what did he say? He said roughing the passer with targeting. Now, I think he does lower his head, but let's say we take targeting off. Roughing the passer still stays on, so they're going to get the automatic first down either way.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference other than Whitmore staying in the game and the first half of the next one. But what do you think, Mike? I mean, I went to the seminar. I listened to you.
Yeah, and you know, the question is, you talk about the crown, so it's got to be in this case, since the quarterback is in the defenseless position, doesn't have to be that 6-inch circle at the top. It just has to be contact, forcible contact to the head or neck area. And from those shots, I mean, I think you have that when you consider you don't have to have the crown. So that's what they will look at.
The penalty will still be enforced half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Yeah, and that's what Barry Odom is saying. We could read his lips. It doesn't matter. They still call roughing the passer. They still get a first down, even though they took the targeting off. Here's a last look at it. Maybe he didn't hit him in the head or neck. See if his head or neck pops up. They certainly do.
And that's the point either way. And thank you, Mike, for the explanation on that.
Glad he stuck around.
Yes, very nice. But now we have 1st and 10 from the 11. It's LaQuint Allen in the backfield. Syracuse. They get in the end zone. The ball game's over. Pass gets through to Pena. Stopped there by Cameron Oliver. And there to finish the job was Eli.
Cameron Oliver's had some good plays tonight. A couple that I'm sure he wishes he could have back. They've been doing a good job of chopping down the short passing of Syracuse. Pena makes that pass, but Oliver's right on top of him.
So here comes 2nd and 8. There's Oliver. This next play for Syracuse will be their 95th of the night.
I'm sure UNLV is going to look back and say, well, we had so many opportunities to end this game, but you're still out there.
McCord over the middle, gets it to Gatson. And he gets the first down, stopped at the 1, but now it's going to be 1st and goal from a yard.
Just the relentless offensive attack from Syracuse. Gatson right over the top, and what else does Woodard have to do? Gatson a little beat up there coming off the field.
Gatson wanted the ball more coming into the week, asking he shall receive. 10 catches, 142 yards, that one huge. 1st and goal, here's McCord, trying to win it for Syracuse, gives it to Allen. Allen is stopped by Woodard, still going, no, he gets through! Allen gets through, he wins the game! 4th touchdown of the night. Woodard thought he had him stopped. Allen said, not tonight.
Looked a little bit like the Catalan play earlier. Just a battle of wills between two great players. Jackson Woodard right in the hole, stopping Allen, but he keeps those feet going, gets the angle going, gets his right arm over. Watch him get that arm over when Woodard moves the arm, and that's it. He's going in. What a battle of wills at the end of this game between the UNLV D and the Syracuse offense, and Syracuse offense wins it. Wow, what a game.
Syracuse goes to the Pacific time zone for the first time in 13 years. And if this review holds, they will have one on the road in a wild overtime game. And you see the frustration of the competitor that is Jackson Woodard right there.
He's an animal. I mean, he played like a wild man in this game. They're looking at the touchdown, but just top
After
to
further
bottom.
review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown Syracuse. The game is over.
Top to bottom, the fatigue that set in, and part of it was those punts that were blocked. The UNLV defense just got too tired to finish this one, and Syracuse offense way too good. You see the knees aren't down and the ball is way over.
What a win for Fran Brown. First road game. Syracuse is going to be on the road the next month. They don't have a home game in October. But to start this road trip with a victory in Las Vegas against a ranked team, huge W on the road for Syracuse tonight as we take a look at tonight's hardest working player, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Hardest working, pretty easy. That man right there with those 4 scores.
Yeah, it's hard not to give it to McCord, right? But LaQuinn Allen, with that touchdown and his want to and ability to break tackles, and this is a very good and improved tackling UNLV defense. Fran Brown's got something going on at Syracuse, and they have a reason to be excited. He's getting his guys off the field. Got to get out of Vegas.
The life is back in this Syracuse program. Fran Brown, what a job he has done. Syracuse fans are enjoying this. By the way, tomorrow UCLA going to Happy Valley to take on number 7 Penn State. It all starts at 10 a.m. with the best pregame party in football. UCLA Penn State noon on Fox after that. Once again, final score tonight, overtime win 44-41, Syracuse over UNLV. For Petros Papadakis, I'm Trent Rush saying good night from Vegas.
Do you have a favorite